Hey everybody, good to see everybody here. Brand new YouTuber, Wiser Than Serpents. I don't know what that actually means. I just, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing here. But I wanted to do a video today, and I might try some things out with my voice. I might use like an echo or something. Don't be creeped out. Just something that I want to do for fun, to obviously test out how we're going to move forward here on this wonderful platform known as YouTube. And today I wanted to do a video. I found a video and I want to do a walkthrough. We'll narrate it. From September 12th, 2001, walking around the streets of New York City. So I figured we would do that together right now. Let's go. All right, here we are walking around the streets. Maybe we could find the people respond. Anyone seen those dancers? They were dancing on a building. They had real small hats. Maybe we could search for them. All right, let's go. Let's look around and see if we can find them. They had really little hats. I don't know. Really huge noses, too. Oh, Barnes & Nobles. Maybe we can go by inside there, the cafe, and maybe we could look at some books like the, I don't know, Talmud. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. You can find some teachings in there, the protocols of something, something, something. Lots of books we could learn and read about. Let's see. All right, Barnes & Nobles. This is September 12th, 2001. Just a random day, Got some signs on the door. What does it say? Buffet, all you can eat. Let's see. All Barnes & Noble stores in Manhattan and Brooklyn will be closed. Oh. Okay, the stores are closed. Well, guess we're going to have to keep walking the streets. Maybe there's a lodge around the corner we could all go and visit. They've got black and white tile floors, fake windows, nothing to be suspicious about. I'm sure nobody was involved, who has an affiliation with a lodge. Maybe a temple, though. All right, here we go. These guys are walking around like nothing happened the day before, right? Like nothing occurred. They're just going about their day-to-day lives. This guy's pissed. He was like, I really wanted to get in there today. He's like, I was looking for books on geoengineering. No, they don't sell those at Barnes & Nobles. All right, everything's closed. Doesn't seem as smoky as you would expect on 9/12, but hey, what do I know? That guy does he have the shortest shorts? Yep, he sure did. Right by him. Authentic Fitness is closed. Boy, it's going to ruin a lot of people's day. Got someone sitting on the sidewalk over there. Everybody seems like everything's all right. This guy's riding a bike. Nobody's searching for that's kind of crazy, right? Nobody's looking around for who might have blown those huge buildings up around them, right? They're like, we'll let the government figure that out, right? 100 years ago, the people would have just been like, because there wasn't, Big Brother didn't have that big of a tentacle. They're going to find them and, we'll go get them. There weren't cities like this back then. Or buildings like that were built to be demolished by the Rockefellers. But anyway, hey, Martin Luther King Jr., COINTELPRO, a little building for him. Well-known communist, obviously a government asset. You don't get a day named after you unless you're a government asset, ladies and gentlemen. So nothing to do with skin color. Part of the PSYOP. Everything is part of a PSYOP. I mean, what does that mean? I don't know. I'm a new YouTuber. Everything is part of a beautiful day. Isn't it beautiful day out there? Subject change back to Martin Luther. Oh yeah, he was a great hero. Look at the beautiful, whatever that thing is. What is that? There's the flag. Is that half mast? Right. All right. What do we got here? Blue Drive? What did that say? All right. Here's some people swarmed around. They looking for autographs. What's going on? Who is that? All right, some woman in a red coat. Is she screaming about the people dancing on the rooftops with the noses and the hats? No. Why are they all in red? So she's asking for info. Are they looking? Maybe they're looking for someone. I don't want to crack a joke if that's what they're doing. I have no idea what they're doing. This woman's looking to go play tennis, apparently, right after the towers went down her first. She's like, it's just the day after. I'm going to go play some tennis. Right. Everybody there should be united saying, we need to find who did this. All right? But of course not. We'll let Big Brother do it. Bring us into a fake war and chase boogeymen for years. Sure. Then we'll do, wait, is today, I think the 12th was the day of that big ritual too. That big eyeball ritual they wanted to show you from the sky. Remember that? Mm-hmm. With the cops. Cue your Dunkin' Donuts joke here. Right, people are just crossing. Cops are doing nothing. They're aimlessly walking. Right? I mean, I guess it's pretty eerie and empty, but we really should be getting to the bottom. Is there a temple around here? Excuse me. We could maybe start looking there first for suspects. Anybody? No? Anybody know where the closest one is? Or, you know, a synagogue. Excuse me. Boy, frogs in the throat today. All right. Here we are. And is this downtown Manhattan? I have no idea. No idea. But soon to be a smart city. So, yep. All right. Lots of people on bikes. I don't know who's filming this or what the point of it was. Or is, but obviously we know we got to get those watch hours up, so why not? You know, we're going to try another experiment here, see if we can infiltrate the AI, a little voice toner changer. You know, I don't know. We know that they don't want people who don't show their face. You can't have that. So, because then they can't, come after you. I mean, they know who you are probably, but yeah, come on. You got to do that cookie cutter stuff. You got to have your face. Got to have a little box next to you. You know, have a little blazer on. You know, follow the company line. I'm alt-right media. I'm a show, Nope, not here. All right, that guy's okay. Look tall. There's a foot. Oh, they're still selling hot dogs. Probably covered in dust, but probably better to eat the dust than to eat what's in that hot dog. All right. Planet Hollywood on the corner. All right, those still around? Those were busts. All right, I think they're gone, to be honest. I haven't seen one of those. Or heard at least one of those. I'm not around anywhere that would have a Planet Hollywood, but right. What was even inside those? They'd have like a Terminator in there, and people would run up and take pictures with wax dolls. They still do it, right? At wax museums. You see some of the stuff I've covered with the wax museums. They run up to them, and anyway, there's a dove. He's like, I'm starving. I'll eat anything except for what's at this hot dog stand because I don't want permanent diarrhea today. But some of these other people do. They're like, give me a hot dog. All right. It's amazing how quickly things just went back to normal. Someone just walking a baby. Now, what's this here? Tom Sawyer at the Midnight Theater. Okay. I mean, even if it wasn't September 12th and closed, I doubt there'd be anybody in line for that. I mean, unless you're having trouble sleeping, you can go right in there, take a long nap. So what is it, a play? Yep, a Broadway play. Everybody's thankful that the police... Those aren't there because everything's closed, folks. I think the ticket sales what prompted the police do not cross the line there. This thing is shut down permanently. All right, we're continuing to see what's going on. All right, what is that? Probably just... Are those the parking meter people? They're still at it, September 12th. Right, no sympathy for anyway. Big Brother's got to collect their parking ticket fees if you parked on a sidewalk or something. All right, this guy's got Dockers on. All right, probably got skid marks there. What do we got here? Is this his temple here? That could be. Could be a lodge, maybe. All right. Anybody? Excuse me. Oh, Les Mis. Ever see the size of this book? Talk about miserable. Oh man, sitting reading those books. I've seen the book before. I never read it. It's like 9,000 pages, bigger than the Bible. Talk about a miserable experience. I don't know that. No offense. I mean, that's just me. To each their own. But anyway, let's see if we can find some people on the streets and talk to them. You know? Hello, anybody around? Yeah, we're looking for the guys with the small hats. They were dancing and celebrating on top of a roof when those big buildings went down. All right? No? Okay. All right, now we're taking a look here. We're probably saying, well, maybe these will be the next ones we take down, all right? Build up. Might as well just build the Tower of Babel right there. All right? It's kind of eerie. I mean, there is nobody around. Although, I don't know what streets they're even on. Are these popular, crowded streets normally? I don't know. I'm just killing time here, folks. Thanks for killing time with me. That guy looked like he made a purchase. Something's open. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, it's pretty boring footage. I probably should have went through it before I did the video. I just thought it was interesting topic since it's the day after, you know. Everything's back to normal, and everybody, instead of saying we're going to find who did it with ourselves as people, We'll just turn the TV on and let them tell us who did it. Then they'll go find them, right? And then we'll create a psychosis in our minds of who's responsible when we really should know who's responsible. You know, the people who are always doing this. They've been doing it and doing it and doing it, right? You know, same people you can't ask questions about. Go figure. Can't question them. You're you know, can't question them. No one's suspicious, right? Can't question a certain group. This one group always has their hands in all the trouble of the world. World would be a perfect place, probably. There probably would be what they're trying to achieve, this utopian. I mean, it wouldn't be utopian, but certainly would be a lot more peaceful. That's for sure. All right, anybody seen a Mossad agent? I mean, who's this? Look at this guy. I've never heard of him. His career probably didn't pan out too well. 25 years later, still haven't heard of him. So, got a musical here. Okay, this is closed. The matinee. Okay, performances are canceled. Thank goodness, because it looks awful. What is this called? What? Kiss Me, Kate? Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, at least it's heterosexual, right? Instead of Kiss Me, Kevin. And, you know, that's probably what's there now. Kiss Me, Kevin. All right, Port Authority, bus terminal. Now we're getting to the bottom of this. We're really going to crack the case. All right? I mean, I think I've already cracked the case. I think we all know, right? But let's pretend. Let's pretend that we don't know. Who could have done it? Some guy with a towel in a cave. Oh, right. Wasn't he seen in a New York hospital a couple of weeks prior? Died there? Isn't he connected to the push? Yeah. You gotta wonder the guy filming it. What's this about? You know? He's zooming in on, I don't know what. It's giving me Peeping Tom vibes here. Oh, look, Starbucks. Great. Come and get your coffee can, sir. Come on in. Don't mind our logo with our pentagrams and our Ishtar, or is it Isis? I forget who's on. Sorry, we're closed. Okay. So in other words, everything's closed, but I did see somebody with a bag, so something's got to be open somewhere. All right. We're closed, right? Looks a lot like what happened 2021. Sorry, all businesses are closed. Avoid travel, right? Stay-at-home mandates. Same difference. Another place. Oh, it's the same one. Well, we just keep zooming in on this? For security issues. Oh. All right. Now, are those barricades really gonna... I guess they're gonna block cars. All right, I guess that makes sense, but... The cones don't. I mean, can't somebody just drive right through them? The policeman's just standing there. If it's September 12th, wouldn't you think all hands would be on deck for like these cops to be like helping find maybe somebody who's trapped? You know? He's just standing there getting a tan. He's like, hey, did you see that Giants game last night? Oh, there comes a cop flying through. He's pointing at somebody, pretending that he's working, like most people do, right? Gotta make it look like he's doing something. All right. Anybody see those tiny hats? Hello? Anybody out there? No? Boy, someone's got a suitcase. Nobody gave her that. She probably doesn't even know what happened the day before. She's like, I gotta get to the airport. Oh, they're closed, lady. No? Did you hear what happened? She's like, I didn't hear anything. I've been... No, what happened? Why are all the streets blocked off? Well, let me tell you, those two big buildings went down. They did? Yeah. Who did it? Well... There were these people dancing on a rooftop, you know? I think they had a bag of bagels in their trucks. This guy's explaining things. He's decided to put a suit on today to walk the streets. He's got an itchy-looking mustache. Oh, there he goes. Looks like he's got a wedgie. Oh, here, look, folks. Here we go. We're bringing the military. This is our future, so get a good look at it. Here they come. Right, driving down your road. Saying, curfew, curfew, get back inside. I wonder who's in the back. Maybe the dancers are in the back. Not the Rockefeller dancers. No, the guy's dancing on the roof again. So that's what we're really talking about, right? Box office closed. Okay. Because no one's going to the movies, or right. But what would they be going there for? This Radio City thing, is that open every day? Probably a lot of pagan symbolism around here. I know that there is an ice skating rink, but we're not going to get to see. Are we not at Rockefeller or anything? We're just at the movies. Right. Talk about a test run. I mean, why would you have to close all these things the next day anyway? Because they want everyone home in front of the TV so they can feed them the propaganda. Like, why would the movie theater be closed? Because they're afraid the movie theater is going to blow up? Right? I mean, come on. I want to make sure everybody's home. Because remember, this is like pre-cell phone information. The cell phone was out. But it really was like a flip phone. People just figuring out how to text when you had to press the button like 3 times. You know, the good old days, really the good old days before the cell phone existed. But this way everybody's home, right? Everything's closed. What are you going to do? Well, parks are closed, stores are closed. Get home, turn the TV on, and let us tell you what happened so we can beat it into your brain so that you actually think that it's a certain people responsible, so you can hate those people, want to go to war with those people, when the people who are really responsible are actually responsible for everything. I mean everything. Okay, so here we are. Soon the pagan tree will be up there in Rockefeller Center. Of course, no coincidences they're in Rockefeller Center, being that the Rockefellers built those towers and then those Rockefellers detonated them as well. But built them to break them, right? Right? Wasn't for the Patriot Act, probably wouldn't be where we are today in this wonderful world where all our rights have been incriminated on. All right. Not as hazy as you would expect, right? For the day after? Isn't there like a bomb of smoke? Clouds of smoke? They must be so far in the opposite direction. I don't know. Shouldn't matter. I remember they were showing images from like Connecticut, New Jersey, where you could see the smoke clouds. No, not here apparently. Go figure. Right? These people are jaywalking with QR facial recognition, right? Let's monitor and follow all these people with our cameras. That's the world we live in now, at least. There's a bus. Okay. Yeah, everybody's just back to walking around aimlessly. I mean, the only difference is at least you see people with their heads up. Maybe their heads might be up their arses, but at least you don't see them looking down at their phones, right? In today's world, every single one of these people will be looking down at their phones. Soon they'll be looking out through their eyes, but it won't really be their eyes because if you see in their dashboards through their eyes because they'll have the tech under the skin. But what do I know? I'm just a new YouTuber who's here to have a good time, talk about good stuff. Just going through on a walk through New York, you know? And there's some smoke down there. Okay, this guy looks suspicious of something. He looks real suspicious. Where's he? Okay. He's looking right at the camera. He's running. He's sprinting away. We're not going to chase him, I guess. Does that guy have a cape on? Is that little Red Riding Hood and a black cape? I don't know. One guy's shirtless. All right. Probably has BO. Trucks are flying by. Get in front of a TV, everybody. Get home. Get in front of a TV so we could brainwash you into thinking who is responsible for this. Don't you ever try to figure it out on your own. And if you talk about who's really responsible, we will censor you and remove you. And we will declare it hate speech, right? What a world. Sorry this video's dragging on here, but I'm really trying to just get those minitos up. Is that how you say minutes in Spanish? I don't know. Well, that looks like I see a camera up there on that pole. Unless it's a pair of shoes. Right from Wag the Dog, the shoes, Shoeman. Right? Manufactured news. Right? Movie tells you all about it. Amazing the people in the movie are very much into politics these days, like Robert De Niro, Freemason. Hidden Hand, 666, covered him many times. Anyway, what do I know? You know? What do I know? I just know I'm not allowed to speak. Oh, look at this guy's waiting for a taxi. He's got taxi. I didn't realize there's so many people on bikes in the city. Ugh. That's a pet peeve of mine. When there's like a lot of, when you're on like a narrow road, you got the people on the bikes, the whole group of them, right? They're flocking up the street. And you got to go around them, and then a car's coming. Give me a break, you know? Can they go to a park and do this on their bikes? They got to be on like a, you know, on a central road. I mean, fine, maybe you're one of those people, but that's just how I complain about everything, let's be real. People often say, hey, this guy came to a party, be real stick in the mud. It's probably true, but I'd be ripping into pretty much everything going on there. If you need a good laugh or not. Most people just don't really think it's funny because most people are just like, that's mean and cruel in today's world. What? You know? Observing people's behavior is pretty ridiculous when you look around. Right? I mean, the people on the bikes, they're all wearing spandex, right? Speedos. They're all hunched over. There's like 50 of them. And they're like within an inch of each other. Aren't you concerned that you're all going to like, one guy hits the brakes, everybody flies up each other's butts, everybody breaks an arm? They don't seem concerned. And they certainly don't seem concerned about the cars on the road who have to veer around them and then get a head-on collision. You know? I don't know. My take, why don't you just go to a park? Right? See these guys? Come on. What are you doing? Just getting in the way. All right. This is a heck of a pointless video that was posted the day after. She's taking a picture. She's like, is that Bradley's? Oh, what kind of camera was that? Good old days, right? I miss those cameras. Real film, you know, less magic. But of course, there's some type of sorcery involved with camera. I mean, think about that. Huh? Remember they explained that to us in school, like how a photograph, it's still like, what? Huh? You press this button, it takes a picture. I don't know. It sounds like sorcery to me, but, you know, maybe I'm a little too extreme, but still, it creeps me out. All this stuff. It's a sweet ride. With a biker. Right, a lot of them have helmets on. Isn't that a law that you have to have a helmet? Not that I care. No. They got free will. They want to take a head fall without a helmet. You know, it's on them. Oh, look, that woman has a mask. She knew what the future was. She had her, what's the mask called? Like the C1 nut? I forget what they're called. Oh my gosh. I remember once I was at a national park, and there's a whole group of people. I guess they were from like China or somewhere. I don't want to judge, but you know, I'm just saying. You can tell they weren't from America. They all were wearing masks, walking around. This is like 2015 maybe. All walking around the park because there was like a bit of a fog or dust bowl. I was just like, look at these people. Right? Oh, here comes the military. They're on their way in to plant the bombs. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, they were wearing masks then, and I was making fun. Oh, there they go, more masks. And I was like, can you believe these people? They're wearing masks? How embarrassing. 5 years later, we're all forced to wear them, right? You want to go get an apple at the grocery? You better wear a mask. If not, we're going to pretend we're going to arrest you. And we'll just make sure we brainwash everyone into shaming you for not wearing it. Because that's what sheep will do. So hopefully we're getting to the end of this here. A couple more minutes. Just pointless filming. You'd think he was like trying to get closer to the buildings or something. No, he's just looking for a pizza place or something. I don't know. Or a pizza place. Go to DC. Film over there. We'd love to see the footage inside. All right. Yep. Just another day. Another September day. Everybody's back. I just love how everybody's like back to it. You know, they're walking. Like, nobody's like together and they're going, we got to figure out. You know, I would think that would be like natural human behavior if it wasn't, you know, manipulated behavior. So in other words, like people are manufactured to just go about and not worry about it, right? But, you know, 100 years ago, everybody would be together and they'd be like, who did this? We're going to figure out who did this. Let's find them. You know, these people just walk around. They're like, I'm going to go to Central Park and then maybe have Chinese food. Oh, it's closed? Okay. I don't know that. Elmer Holmes Library. It's probably filled with propaganda, but it probably has those books in there I mentioned earlier. You know, like the Zohar. I gotta be careful. AI's really listening these days from what I hear. This guy's putting his hand through his hair. Right? Don't really see a lot of people wearing mousse. Remember mousse back then? Everybody was putting mousse in their hair. No. Do they even sell that anymore? Right, look, see, September 12th, these people are just sitting there. They got books, right? Everything's fine. Is that a Ukraine flag on the left? Probably. Close enough. Right? They're all just sitting there and they're like, I don't know what happened. I won't pay attention to the Patriot Act either that's coming soon. I just believe what Big Brother told me. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to find those bad people. All right. Meanwhile, the bad people, they're in your own government working with the Mossad. All right, we're getting to the end here. Thank goodness for all of you, I'm sure. If you actually made it this far, well, I don't know what to say. I appreciate it. I mean, I know it wasn't very entertaining, but this is what you got to do in the beginning. You got to get 4,000 watch hours. You got to get going. I'm going to try something new, with the voice, and if it gets nuked, it gets nuked. What can you do? At the end of the day, all we could do is just keep trying to battle, even though I'm a brand new YouTuber. So thanks again, everybody, for being here. We'll talk soon. Bye.